Okay, I'm going to be looking at something a little bit different. We've got the RGG Redgrass Games 360 ergonomic handle for miniature painting. It's a little handle with a spinning top that you can place your mini onto, spin it around and give it a paint. What does it say? Natural ergonomic handle. Well, it looks pretty plastic, but I guess the ergonomics fit naturally into your hand. Exhilarating 360 rotation, you know, not smooth rotation or easy rotation, it's exhilarating. Pro miniature painting tool. Well, I'm not a pro, but I doubt anybody who uses this is a pro. Redgrass Games, what's the back say? Let's have a look. For plastic and resin models and miniatures, 10mm to 50mm base. To preserve the mounting putty, keep it covered. I don't think anyone's going to keep it covered once it's stuck on top of there. Restore the mounting putty by rolling between your fingers and replace if needed. Yeah, I'll use that much mounting putty. What we got in the bag here, 1x RGG 360, 15 grams of mounting putty. Miniature for many of games not included. I didn't think it would be. Warning, choking hazard. It's a pretty big choking hazard. If you get that stuck in your mouth, you've got a big one. There's the actual rotation. There's some putty. Black RGG 360. Well, let's get this open. It's a kind of little plastic package, but you know, it would have been nice in a box or some better packaging. But it's a Kickstarter, so they're keeping the costs low. Let's get this open. Come on, get open. I'm going to put. There it is. Right, let's put this packaging. Now there's the handle. Okay, well, first of all, it's a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but it does fit in my hand quite well, and I've got big hands. This rotation, it feels actually smooth. It's a lot smoother than I thought it would be. A lot smoother. Doesn't click. You can see it's silent and moves very easy. Let's see how that moves in my hand. Yep, that's very smooth, very easy. It's got some weight to it as well. Let's see if we can zoom into this a bit better. There we go. It's got some weight to it. It's not light. Doesn't feels a little bit hollow, but not overly hollow. Doesn't feel too cheap. It's quite smooth. Let's see if it stands up by itself. Yeah, it stands up by itself. It's got a nice flat bottom. Good curve to it. It does fit nicely in your hand. It's a little small, but not too small. Yeah, so far it feels good. Right, let's have a look at this putty. Just move you to one side for a sec. Just lay you down. Okay, it's a little bit of putty. It's orange. Let's get you open. Okay. It feels like blue tack. It's a little stickier. Let's pull a piece off. Oh, yeah, it's definitely a little bit more tacky, but it feels pretty much like blue tack. Let's whack a piece on here. Yeah, it goes on pretty easy. Doesn't need too much working. I can see this like attracting a lot of dirt, getting a lot of paint in there. I don't know how long, we'll find out, but I'm assuming that once this gets dirty and dusty and get some paint on it and you reworked it and remolded it a few times, it's not going to last too long. But you know, you can get blue tack anywhere or any old sort of paste to use to stick on top of here. But so far it feels good, feels nice. It's got some weight to it, and it does have a very smooth rotation. I wouldn't say it's exhilarating unless, you know, I'm missing something, but yeah, it's all good. I think next I'm going to grab a mini and stick it on top. Let's get this out of the way. Right, let's start off with something small and work our way up. I've got this little gobbo here. Attaches quite easy. And just let's give it a feel. Now that movement does feel really smooth and very precise. You can do some really fine movements on there, which would be great for painting. Let's give it an upside down test. No, not going anywhere. Okay, let's try him with a paintbrush. Let me grab a brush here. Here we go. Now straight away that's feeling really natural, and just with a little bit of fine movement from the handle and from the brush, you can really get in there. It makes it very easy to get to the spot that you want. Feels very natural. Cool. Let's give him a bit of a hard brush. That's not going anywhere at all. That's well and truly stuck. So if you were, doing a dry brush or giving it some welly, he's not going anywhere. He's not going to fall off, and you're not going to have to pick him up and get your fingerprints all over your wet paint. Look at that. That's stuck on there. That's not going anywhere. Great. So it handles the small minis pretty well. Let's see how it takes something a bit bigger. Right, I've moved the camera back a little bit because some of the minis that I want to be testing on this are bigger, so you're going to be able to need to see them on the camera. I've got 4 different minis, as you can see, just your average size, a slightly larger mini but with a heavier base, your medium size mini, and a larger infamous rock troll. So let's stick them on and see how they hold on. Let's go for the snake guy first. Sticks on easy, fits on very well, there's no problem there. Again, doesn't seem to shift, it's stuck on there pretty well. And look at that, it's not going anywhere, it's completely stuck. Again, very good maneuvering, good handling, very tight, it doesn't rotate as you turn it, it stays in the same position you left it in. Pretty good. Right, let's try the next size up. Now this one it's a regular size mini, but it does have a very heavy, larger base. I wanted to see how that sort of worked. Let's whack him on. Again, straight on. Oh, let's push him on a little bit harder. Yeah, I just didn't stick him on hard enough. He's stuck on there. Upside down test. No problems. Let's give him a knock test. That's stuck on. That'll take a hard dry brush on any sort of painting without falling off. Pretty good. Now, let's step up a little bit to the ape. What size is this? This is about 1 inch and a bit base, just over. It's quite a long base, quite a big figure as well. Okay, it sticks on okay. Let's give him the upside down test. It's fine. Let's give him a spin. It's all good. That works well. Again, the base doesn't really get in the way of your finger because it just goes over the top. Let's give him a tap. Now it's not going anywhere. Again, that works really well. Alright, let's go for the large one. Now this is a rock troll. This is a big old piece of a mini. It's a heavy mini. It's quite a wide mini. It's quite a tall mini. It's top heavy with a large base. Now I'm not going to, you can see the stamp on it. I'm not going to remold it. I'm just going to whack it straight on. Let's see if it can take it. Let's give it a good squeeze. Right, let's go straight upside down. No problem at all. Yeah, that's well and truly stuck. Let's give him a tap test. Now, that handles the larger minis very well. Very well indeed. There we go, so we can take all sizes of minis up to the large. I haven't got anything with a larger base until we can start getting into scenery to test on it at the moment. But it takes your larger, heavier minis, your top heavy minis. It takes your regular size minis, your mediums, and even sort of like a bottom heavy, oddly shaped base minis. It takes them all very well. It's all good so far. Now when I was testing out the minis and testing out how this handled them, it gave me another idea. You can use this to display your minis if you wanted to show a mini, or you wanted to present it in some way. It's a great little spinning top. It allows you to really have a close-up look at your mini, turn it around, see it from all angles. So if you were, doing something on YouTube or you wanted to take some pictures, it's a great way of displaying your Mini. All good. Right, let's get out of here. Okay, what are my first impressions of this little thing, the RGG 360? Is it the best miniature holder in the world as it's advertised as? Well, I don't know, but is it good? Definitely good. Does it have a exhilarating 360 rotation? Well, I wouldn't call it exhilarating, but it is very good. It's very smooth, it's tight, it's precise, it's got great precision. It holds the Mini very well. Will I use it again? Definitely. Will it replace the cups that I've been using for the last 4 or 5 years? Definitely. And will it improve my painting and make it easier and quicker to paint? Definitely. Would I recommend it? Yes. For £10 including delivery, it's a great little buy. Yeah. So, chuck away your corks, chuck away your bottle tops, and I'd recommend picking up one of these. They're a great little buy.